Hello, Michael, and your orange
Hey,
Yankees cap for some reason. Is that for Halloween or is that just
I guess it is for Halloween. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
yeah.
It just
Yeah.
looked dope, and I bought it.
Okay, I like that. And Brian is wearing his typical tie-dye. I like Brian's background, by the way, because he has like books next to him on one side and then beer bottles on the the side. It's like the
The yin and
perfect
the
match
yang.
of like, yeah,
It really is my duality between
Yeah.
genius and degenerate. That is
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Genius by the beer. You notice he
well,
pointed
genius
genius by the
actually
beer.
Yeah,
genius
Yeah.
he
and
did. He
degenerate.
did.
And
Yeah.
degenerate. Yeah.
Beer does make you smarter. Brian, I do want to talk about your travels real quick before we get
hmm
started because you
Yeah.
you are a big Jets fan, and people who've watched the show so far might have gotten the wrong idea because you like passed out during a game or whatever. That
Yeah.
like you're a hardcore Jets fan, and you've literally missed two of the best victories they've had in years
Well,
back to back.
I've missed 3 games so
Right.
far.
Okay.
I missed it was because I was in DC, and there's a lot of sports bars in DC, but like at certain times like it would be too crowded to sit down, or I didn't want to spend money, so I wanted to see if I could watch it from my apartment. And I missed the Chiefs game, which I was pissed that I missed, because that
Mhm.
apparently was, even though we lost, that was like the fact that we almost beat them and got robbed is technically a win
Hmm.
for the
Yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah, by
It
Jet
is.
standards, we count that as a
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
um,
obviously we beat the Broncos, which is great. And then apparently, and I did not expect us to beat the Eagles at all, like one of
no
the
one
best
did.
teams in the league. And not a chance. And the fact that we did was amazing. But I was traveling back from a wedding from Boston, and I had to take the Chinatown bus, which was miserable.
Can we
Fucking
talk about that? I want to talk about that, Brian. Can I
What's
ask
that?
you, as somebody who's known you for a number of years, when are you going to stop being poor? Is that on the agenda ever, or are we
It's
gonna?
up to Joe
when,
Biden.
when you when you start paying me back for all the times I put out to you, Phil, then you have
There
ranked
we
up a
go.
tab for
20
There
to
we
my
go.
20.
services.
Yeah, no, we already talked off the air. I'm buying Brian a charger brick for Christmas, and I'm buying
Right.
Mike a new pair of earbuds or headphones. So yeah, you were on a Chinatown bus with no phone and
No
missing
phone.
this glorious Jets game.
No,
Dude, that is fucking
no phone.
torture.
No phone. I mean, it was it was absolutely definition of torture, because I've taken the Chinatown bus before, like late, and it like if you take it late, even though you get there at like 1 a.m. to
Hmm.
either New York or Boston, you still get there pretty fucking quick, which is great. You know, you'll leave
Hmm.
at like 10 and get there at like 1, which is great. This I left at like 2, and I got back at like 8:30. So like
Well,
I
yeah,
was
you were
just
coming back on a Sunday. I mean,
yeah.
I
I
know this
mean,
from not living. My girlfriend,
From
her
living.
family's from Jersey, and sometimes when we spend a weekend out there, that return to the city Sunday evening traffic absolutely blows coming
Yeah.
back into New York.
it
It's worse than regular rush hour, I think.
it was fucking horrible. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And like I was
How
hoping
much
like
is the Chinatown bus, by the way? How much
I,
you were coming from where, by the way?
I
You were
was
coming
hoping
from
I
where,
was
and how much was it?
it was $20. So
Okay.
like it's cheap. It is cheap as fuck. Um,
Yeah.
$20, and I'm coming from Boston South Station, which is in. It's funny. It's like literally like in the Chinatown of Boston, and then you just go to the fucking Chinatown of New York. So they
Well,
literally have
yeah, they.
in Boston, there's a place called the Corner Pub. It's an Irish bar in the Chinatown section, and they sell white trash egg rolls. You know, it's like that. That's the most Boston thing. Like even in the fucking Chinatown section, they're still gonna have an Irish guy that's gonna call you a fairy and fight you.
Yeah.
Like,
This sounds like you had a full Brian weekend right here. Is what this sounds
yeah.
like.
I mean, I was able to watch like a half hour of the 49ers Browns game, which apparently they got chippy a little bit before. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there was like a fight. There was a bit of a fight before. So with Debo
Skirmish.
Samuels, yeah, Debo Samuels popping
So-
off and stuff. But like
Mhm.
I had played McCaffrey, and I mean Kittle fucking sucked shit, but like didn't do anything. But McCaffrey is obviously, watching him play is great, even though it wasn't his best game. Like he still is. He was still amazing.
All right.